Hello everyone, welcome or welcome back on this channel. So this video is about how are grace marks given in MUHS, that is Maharashtra University of Health Sciences, particularly for bachelors of physiotherapy. So this rule is applicable for all the batches including the CBELP batch also. So let us move on to the initial information, which is about the internal assessment. So to make it very clear, I want you to watch my I internal assessment calculation video so that you can get an enough idea about how I calculation is done, and that will help you to find out your IA score in the university, and you will be assured regarding what your university score will be. So in brief, I want to tell you that for anatomy and physiology, the IA was counted with the terms and the prelims. So for that, 1 mark of IA, it is allotted to 10.2 marks. 10 marks means 1 I of anatomy and physiology. And for kinesiotherapy, electrotherapy, and kinesiology and movement sciences, which are your basic physiotherapy subjects, one internal assessment mark is equal to 12.5 marks. That means 13 marks means 1 I. So I hope that you're clear with your I calculation, and if you want to know more about that, you can watch my I calculation videos. There I have shown how I calculation is done exactly with proper demonstration. So now from this you have got an rough idea about how much grace marks is given for I. Suppose if you are getting 1 mark extra for I, that means university is giving you extra 10.2 marks, which you were expected to score in your internal exams, but you couldn't do so, so they just donated you that marks. And for these three subjects, university offers you for 1 grace marks, they give you 13 marks. So be thankful to the university for those who have gotten grace marks and they have successfully passed with the ordinance rule. So now let us move forward to what is ordinance rule. Under everyone's MUHS exam statement of marks, there is a statement written that this rule is subjected to change according to the ordinance rule. So that statement, what does it say? Let us check. So for the students who are getting grace marks for one or multiple heads, so heads means subjects here. So let us focus mainly on physiotherapy course here, and particularly for the first year, because recently first year CBLP result is declared. So for I, how much marks do you have maximum? So your I is calculated for theory. Suppose anatomy theory, you have maximum of 20 marks, and to pass the internal assessment you want 10 marks minimum. So as you are seeing here on the screen, they are showing that the heads of passing marks means the total marks of the subject and grace marks offered. So now your I comes under this category 1 to 50 marks. So you will be getting 2 grace marks, and 2 grace marks for anatomy and physiology, as I mentioned, is marks, and for these three subjects in marks. So I hope that you are cleared with that. So now 2 grace marks, and it is applicable for the students who got 8 or 9 marks in their I for theory or practical. Now let us move forward for the main university papers, which is theory and practical. So for the MUHS examination, maximum marks is 80 and minimum passing criteria is 40. So to pass the paper you want 40, but if you fail to do so, this criteria comes under 51 to 100. Grace marks offered are 3. So 3 grace marks, and who will get it? The students who are scoring 37, 38 or 39 out of 80. Okay, and one more rule it is given that provided that the benefit of such grace marks in different heads of passing shall not exceed 1% of the aggregate marks in the examination. They say that the grace marks should not exceed 1% of the total examination. So for first year you have the total exam marks 950. So 1% of 950 means 9 or 10. So let us consider 10. So maximum marks you will get is 10. But what is the most important rule? That the benefit of grace marks under this ordinance shall be applicable only if the candidate passes the entire examination. So if you pass entire examination, then only grace marks will be offered, so that you don't get a back. So this was 60.1 ordinance rule. Now let us move on to the 60.2 ordinance rule. So the 60.2 ordinance rule says that for allied health sciences, which means BPT, where an examinee is failing in only one head, that means only one subject of passing, having passed in all other heads of passing without taking the help of grace marks under this section, which is 60.1, he or she can be awarded 5 grace marks or up to 5%. So 5% is not applicable for BPT, 5 grace marks in one subject. So this 5 grace marks can be awarded for your theory university theory paper, practical paper, or it can be given for your internal assessment marks. But for internal assessment also, either it will be given for your theory or practical. So under this 4 heads, only one head will be covered, either university theory or either university practical of any one subject, or either internal theory or internal practical of any one subject. So I hope that you are cleared with that, and in such cases you will be getting 5 grace marks, and this is applicable only when you are cleared other subjects with 40 or 40 plus, that means 50% marks, and other subjects I is also 10 or 10 plus, except the one where you want grace marks. So this is the 60.2 ordinance rule. So I hope that you are clear with what this ordinance rule of or grace marks rule of MUHS say, and you don't have any confusions further. So while concluding this video, I'll be making a different video about the students who are facing the problems such as results are withheld and what is the rule of Atkt. So stay tuned for my next video. Until then, study, and yes, thank you. Don't forget to like, share and subscribe for more such videos.